Morning guys, I'm back in the workshop. Well, I've got a customer's F80 M3 in at the minute in Yasmarina Blue. I've just done a GTS conversion on that and some coding, completely changed the drivability of the car. So customers coming to collect that in a minute, that's going out the door. I've listened to you guys on the comments, and I know I kept banging on about the GTS wheels. They were a wheel that I really wanted. I love the style of them, and I wanted to buy a set of them. They're a lot of money. I think they were about 800 quid for a used set, but I was so keen on them. And I wanted to buy a silver set and put them on. But you guys said, or somebody said in the comments, that they're going to be too big and wide and just look too much on that 955. And then I think the same person might have said that turbo techno wheels will look a lot better. I think you usually see the turbo technic wheels on the S model. So I've bought a set of 20-inch turbo technic wheels, or turbo techno wheels, and I've sent them away to be refurbished in gloss black, and I think they're going to look absolutely awesome. And I've also got a set of Porsche centre caps in gloss black just arrived, 76mm. So once I get the wheels back, I'll get them installed, get them all cleaned down and ceramic coated. We'll get them all laid out in a bit and do it as part of this video. So we'll get a nice 3-year ceramic coating on them, just to make them nice and durable and keep the gloss levels up, and that'll make them nice and easy to wash as well in the future. So yeah, M3 out in a minute. I won't get the Porsche in, I'll get the wheels in hopefully when they turn up, and I'll lay all them out. That'll be the next step. I've done the airbox yesterday, I'll put that into this video. That should have been a 2-minute job, and I made it a 3-hour job. It was ridiculous. I got carried away. I started stripping all the plastics out and cleaning behind the scuttles, and mass airflow sensor, I got out and cleaned all that, even though it was pretty much brand new, and I just got carried away. But the airbox should have been an easy job, and I just started ranting and raving and swearing, and I couldn't get bits off. So I got it done in the end anyway. I'll speed it up. Old air filter was absolutely stinking. Obviously brand new one in, all nice and clean, cleaned out all the housing. So that's another little job done. Should have been an easy job. I made it difficult. But yeah, that's something else ticked off the list. So I've now done the oil change, even though I'm going to do another oil change later on in the project with more of a flush and a Ceratec additive as well. Air filter, pollen filter, cleaned all the engine bay, cleaned all the scuttles. These are all little jobs, but they're good jobs, and they're jobs that need to be done to this car to get it all maintained well. Still got spark plugs to do. And then when I do pull the spark plugs, I'll check all the coil packs as well and see what they're like. They do look new from the tops, but you never know. I'll probably end up breaking and pulling them out, but we'll see. So yeah, you'll see the wheels turn up in a bit and we'll get them coated.
Because if I blow, I'll blow, and I mean it, and the whole street will know.
All right guys, I'm still waiting on the wheels to turn up. They're on the way. I have spoke to them. Turbo Techno, gloss black, can't wait. I'm ready to get them coated in a minute. Now, I just had a delivery, which I'm well happy about. I didn't expect these today. I've got the main boot struts for the main tailgate, if you like. So you've got your main tailgate on the Porsche 955, and then you've also got your glass compartment that lifts up on a separate 2 boot struts. I'm waiting for them ones. They're not vital at the minute, but the main boot is, because I need that to stay open while I'm doing bits in the back. So yeah, these were 35 quid off Amazon, which I'm well impressed with. I thought they were going to be a lot more. So I got them from Max Speeding Rods, and they're brand new. They're smaller than I expected them to be. I thought they were going to be a lot longer, but we'll see. And on close inspection, these top parts here, if you can make them out, this one has a bigger inlet than this one. So the ball on the car that pops into these is going to be bigger on one side.
A crafty little bastard.
And I never knew that. So weird. These are the same this side, but this one's bigger. So that's something I'm going to have a look at, because they obviously need to be a certain way round. And I never realised that. I hope it's not a manufacturing fault, but we shall see. But I'm well excited they've turned up. That's another job I can crack on with, and get that boot up in place. And then that's for the main part of the boot. And then the glass part that comes up, these are both failed, by the way, and a lot of you older Cayenne owners will know that they do fail after a while. The boot's quite heavy, and they just give up. The glass part, obviously, is on a separate 2 struts. And also, when you open the glass part of the boot, there's a sensor and a button that you press to release that. That's gone as well, and I'm also waiting for that. So that's another job to change out. So yeah, we shall see. I'll get these fitted today as well. I'm well happy. That's another little job I can crack on with. But yeah, wheels should be here any minute. I'll see you in a bit. That's the wheels now turning up. I'm mega excited. So we got the first 2 in, and we've done the usual thing that blokes do. Lent them against the roller shutter there, and then stood there staring at them for what seemed like 3 hours. Yeah, they look great then, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Hands on hips and all the rest of it. Another little stare. That's what you do, isn't it? That's like when you tighten something up on the trailer, and then you give it a tug and go, yeah, that's going nowhere, mate. And then off we go to get the other 2. And yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. Got them all sorted, got them paid for. He cleared off, and now I can set about getting them prepared and ceramic coated. Happy days, happy days. The wheels are here. I've had them done in gloss black, turbo techno, I believe. These are what these are called. Thanks to one of you guys who subscribed and commented. So I've gone for these as opposed to the GTS wheels. And I've only just found out as well, I didn't realise this, that these front ones are slightly more concave, if you like. So they've got like a bit more of a concave in the centre there, whereas the rears haven't. And also, I didn't realise this when I bought these, but these are a staggered set of wheels. So the rears, these 2 rears here are wider than the fronts. So I imagine the wider ones will go on the rear of the vehicle. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm quite impressed with that. I thought they were the same width all the way around. I didn't really care because they were mega cheap, and I rushed to go and grab them. So what I'll do now is I'll machine polish these. Even though they've been refurbished, there's still some little imperfections in there I don't like. So I'll give them a light machine polish, get them prepped and ceramic coated, obviously all the spokes and all inside the barrels as well, and then we're good to go. I'll let them cure for a little bit, and then I can get them fitted and then see what we're looking like on the Porsche Cayenne instead of the little 18-inch that I've got on at the minute. Hopefully they'll look fantastic. And that's the centre caps all fitted now as well. They're popped in there lovely, nice and tight, 76mm. Right, I've got the wheels all in and laid out. My aim is just to prep them before the ceramic coating. I want them to go on the car nice, and I want the ceramic coating to bond well. Where they've had the tyres on and off, to have them refurbished in the gloss black powder coat. There's a few little imperfections and marks here and there, so I want to get them as nice as I possibly can, really. So my strategy with these usually is to go for a little 1-inch pad on my Roops Bigfoot Hybrid, just to hit the edges. Nothing abrasive. I personally use Half Cut by Absolute Valeting. That is an awesome product. So that'll just refine them and get any light imperfections off. Obviously, before you do any polishing stages, you need a wipe down, and again, I use Lacquer-Sin Surface Prep isopropyl. So that's all been done, and now I just want to work these edges with my 1-inch, and once I've done these edges, I'll then go onto the main spokes, and then go into the barrels as well before coating them. So I'll just tap my polish nice and thin with a pad, just so all the area is covered. Set the speed quite low, because we're not cutting, we're just refining. and then just work away on the edges with a 1-inch pad. And again, you're not cutting, you're literally just refining the surface. Just getting rid of them really light imperfections there. I've just got a soft pad on, soft to medium pad, nothing abrasive. And with this being a rotary machine and not a dual action, it's quite aggressive. So I set my speed quite low and just move fairly quick and just let the polish do its thing. Right, she's back on the ground, sat on her 20-inch Turbo Technic wheels, Turbo Techno wheels, and I'm really pleased with the outcome. All ceramic coated, inside and out, the nice dark red calipers shining through with the white Porsche decals, and I hope I haven't made her look too gangster. I mean, they are genuine Porsche wheels, and they did come on the S models. Yeah, I think with the nice tan interior coming through and the black wheels, she looks spot on. The only thing is, the wheels are spanking now, but the paintwork's dull and swelled and in a right mess. So I think once the paintwork's done, which is going to be the finale, and I can't wait to get stuck into that because that's my thing, that's going to look $1 million. It really is. That paintwork's going to look absolutely banging. I'll wet sand all the lights, I'll cut all the clear coat back and get that lovely metallic gloss and clarity coming through, and then it'll match in nicely with the wheels that are fresh. So I appreciate all your likes and comments and subscribing to the channel, I really do. So just jump on there and subscribe, and you'll see the next video. I'm going to jump inside and get this Alcantara done. It needs to be done. That's not a job I'm looking forward to. So I'll get all the headliner, all the pillars. I may even do the door cards and possibly the steering wheel in Alcantara, but it's still going to be sand beige, so you're still going to have that same colour interior. And another thing I was thinking about as well is ripping all the carpet out and replacing all the old underlay underneath the carpet, just so it's nice and fresh and you get that nice fresh car smell come through. So that's another thing I'm scratching my head about. It's a bit of a pain in the backside pulling all the carpet out, but it's going to be a job well worth doing. Mechanically wise, there's not much else for me to do other than the spark plugs, gearbox service, possibly diff oil, and what else do I need to do mechanically wise? Discs and pads. I'm going to change the discs and pads all around. So other than that, I'm nearly there. But the finale of this project is getting that paint done and making this car look brand new again. That's what I'm really looking forward to. But that'll be the last video, and then it'll be ready to roll out fresh. Happy days. Thanks guys.